good evening. You're most welcome to the NILE News Bulletin at 7 p.m. Today is a Thursday, 30th of January 2025, and we are almost winding up the month of January. And my name is Mercy Daru, the anchor for tonight. And before we dash any further, let's first take a look on the headlines making up big stories tonight.
Coming up in the news tonight, crime rate drops in West Nile as gang leaders surrender to police. High turn-up in the NRM voter registration update in Greater Nebi. And nurse dies from Ebola as government confirms virus outbreak in Kampala. More of these details will come in the NILEcast. Ebola as government confirms virus outbreak in Kampala. More of these details will come in the NILEcast live at 7 p.m. Ebola as government confirms virus outbreak in Kampala. More of these details will come in the NILEcast live at 7 p.m.
From the headlines and moving straight to our stories for tonight, and we are beginning it in Arua City following the recent move to surrendering from criminality by some of the renowned criminal gangs in Arua City. Several unanswered questions were asked whether this would have an impact on the status of security within the city, where theft, burglary, and robbery cases were highly recorded. Some of the famous city gangs leaders, among whom include Ali Tororo, Chika, Lujugo, among others, recently came out boldly asking to be forgiven by the members of the public of their wrongdoings, as they promised to desist from bad practices. Farish Majid reports.
Following the recent move of surrendering from criminality by some of the renowned criminals in Arua City, several unanswered questions were asked whether this would have an impact on the status of security within the city, where theft, burglary, and robbery cases were highly recorded. Some of the famous gang leaders, among whom include Ali Tororo, Chika, Lojuga, among others, recently came out boldly asking to be forgiven by the members of the public for their wrongdoings, as they promised to desist from the bad practices. Now, weeks after this move, while speaking to the press on 1st of January 2025 in his office, Superintendent of Police Asia Collins, the West Nile Regional Police spokesperson, confirms that the year has begun on a good note with fewer cases registered.
Of late, West Nile region is calm and normal in terms of security. It's because we are working with the community. In the last 4 to 5 months, incident of simple robbery has dropped. Even instead of accident also has dropped. It's through the community and the media.
As he also wanted from criminal gangs against going back into unacceptable behavior.
Security is also monitoring them because we shall also not stop by talking. First, we monitor them. But what I can urge the public, let us give them chance and monitor them. Whatever they do, the solution from us.
Relatedly, Salim Kumakech, the Arua City Commissioner, also asked the criminals to come out from the bad practices.
The NRM government is well known across the country, across the region, and across the globe for reaching out to people who have been fighting it, for reaching out to criminals who have been known that these are criminals, to come out and reach an agreement that I am no longer going to fight, I am no longer going to perform criminal activities, and therefore I seek for forgiveness.
Police in West Nile attributes the success in crime reduction to support from the community members, the media, and other stakeholders within the region. Farish Majid, reporting for West Nile TV, NILEcast.
Welcome back from that story, which is a very big success for Arua City. I must say bravo to the security of Arua City and also the public of Arua City to ensuring that we live safely and our security is guaranteed. And still in Arua City, a section of youths in Arua Central Division have raised questions over the non-functionality of Atima Lee Skilling Center located in Osu along Ochiba Road in Arua City. The vocational skilling center that was launched in December 2022 has still not registered any learner to date. Jura Joseph has more of the details.
A group of concerned youth in Arua City are demanding for response from Honorable Jackson Atima Lee following a long-awaited skills development center that has remained non-functional since it was commissioned in 2022 by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa. The center that was aimed at empowering the youth skills-based knowledge has remained redundant since the launch in 2022. No learning process has commenced after a promise to offer scholarships to the youth by Honorable Jackson Atima Lee Buti of Central Division.
In the first place, the house which is up there, it was commissioned by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas Tayebwa. The main aim of opening the place was to empower the youth with skills which can help them improve their lives. But ever since the place was launched up to date, no positive action has been taken there. Said we are going to have a scholarship here. Up to now we are still waiting for him.
According to Vincent Mabe, the skilling center could have had a great impact for the youth since practical courses like mechanics, tailoring and many others were the main targets for the youth.
These are youth that are staying there because of the idol, because of no work. I know if this thing could be, all of us could be there. Mechanics, many people there have different talents could be here, but that sense no, it's not open. That's why we are just staying like this.
The youth, however, reminded all the leaders and stakeholders who have plans of joining politics not to use their positions to be deceptive to the community members.
Those are all leaders. As I have said that if you like people, we are going to change you. The word which I can tell for them is they can lie to us right now, but let's not forget. They are still standing again. Once you are participating in politics, you remain a politician always.
Efforts made to get Atima Lee Buti's response were futile as he could not pick calls on his non-phone numbers. Atima Lee Skilling Center was commissioned by Honorable Thomas Tayebwa on the 9th of December 2022 with the aim of empowering the youth in Arua City and promote skills for self-employment and create more jobs among the youth. Joseph Jura reporting.
Welcome back from that story, and as we approach the elections of 2026, we need accountability from the leaders that we elected in 2021 to give us what they promised us, whether it has worked and whether it has not worked. And the youths of our city are right to ask the responsible person for whether they have done enough, and this is for our leaders who are still promising us and they want to come back to politics and going back to parliament. And still with registration update, moving direct to Arua district, the National Resistance Movement has launched a 4-day registration exercise to update the members' register. The exercise will cover all the 4 sub-counties in Arua district with focus on the students and other group of people who could have missed the first exercise. Jura Joseph compiled this story.
The current update, NRM is carrying on. Yes, this is the second update NRM is doing, the second update of membership register. And our membership register gives or produces for us the register for elections. The first update, we did it when students were still at school. So we didn't capture that category of members or Ugandans. So this time the party has thought it wise that this group of people, most especially those who are still at school, but they are above 16, 17, 18. But also too, we're looking at people who had traveled possibly for businesses and maybe other reasons. This one is going to be for 4 days. Actually, we did the trainings of our registrars yesterday in all the 4 sub-counties of Logiri, Vora sub-county, Dia sub-county, Arif sub-county, and it was successful. So the actual registration is started.
Welcome back from that story, and we are still running the registrar exercise where people are registering, and to move to Madi sub-region, in particular the Adjumani district, update of the National Voters Register and completion of the exercise for special interest groups in Adjumani district, which started on the 20th of January 2025 to 10th of February 2025, has so far registered more females than males. Onjima Allen has more of the details.
Update of the National Voters Register and completion of the exercise for special interest groups in Adjumani district, which started on the 20th January 2025 to 10th February 2025, has so far registered more females than males. In a press statement at the office of the Electoral Commission, Adjumani district, on the 29th January 2025, Omona Joseph, the district register and returning officer Jumani, said this exercise is to ensure they capture the young population who have clocked the voting age.
So we are capturing people who have clocked 18 years and are not in our registers. We are registering them. We call them fresh applicants. We are registering them. So besides capturing the fresh applicants, we also do transfers during this period of update. We transfer voters who wish to change voting location from one sub-county to another, from one parish to another, from one district to another. We do transfers as well. I want to tell the public that we also have registers at all update centers, registers for all categories of people. We have national voters registers. Then we also have special interest group registers.
Omono adds that the period for the update is limited and therefore urge the public to turn up and ensure they are registered.
The update started already, and the update is running up to the 10th, start on the 20th of this month, and it's going to run up to the 10th of February 2025. 22 days. So the period is short, the work is enormous, so I encourage people to make use of this opportunity. I don't see possibility of extending, so public should visit these update centers. Our team is on the ground, they are moving, they have programs, they move from parish to parish, keep on rotating, and they are doing very good work. I have statistics for the region, and when you look at the position of Adjumani, we are doing very, very well. I think we are second, third in the table in the region.
Meanwhile, Honorable Tandrupasi Patrick, former LC3 chairperson of Adjumani Town Council, expressed disappointment over the poor turn-up in some parts of Adjumani district, especially in Shia Ward, Adjumani Town Council.
We are only remaining with 13 days, and in the Town Council, I've never seen any registrar sitting, updating this register book. It has given me worry whether our people will be fully updated, and there are new, youths who are supposed to register, who are supposed to check and transfer their voting locations, their details, their voting locations, because they registered in the school when they are in the school with the NILE. And right now, this is a very good time for them. Before they go to school, they report to school, they have to.
The Electoral Commission is mandated under Article 61, 1E of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, as amended, to compile, maintain, revise and update the voter register. In preparation for the forthcoming general election 2026, the Commission will update the National Voters Register and registers for some special interest groups. Masidraru Onjima Allen, reporting for West Nile TV, Nilecast.
As we still cross-check on the voter registration, and as we move to Nebi district, Alfred Jawok was moving within Greater Nebian to find out how the activity is going in that side. And the 3 days National Resistance Movement NRM voter registration updates in Greater Nebi district has seen a significant turnout. The NRM's nationwide registration update exercise, which kicked off yesterday, 29th of January 2025 to 10th of February 2025, has been deemed as a success, with an increase in participation from youths in Nebi district. Take a look.
The 3 days of National Resistance Movement NRM voter registration updates in Greater Nebi have seen a significant turnout. The NRM's nationwide registration update exercise, which kicked off 29th January to 1st February 2025, has been deemed a success, with a notable surge in participation from youths aged 18 to 30 years of age. Last year's exercise, which took place from March 13th to 17th, 2024, aimed to update the party's membership register and prepare for the 2026 general elections. The NRM Administrative Secretary for Nebi District, Honorable Longan Kizito, expressed satisfaction with the overall outcome, describing the registration activity as a success.
Following the digitalization of the results of the last display and update of the members register, the NRM party headquarters has embarked on field work for the second round of the exercise, which is to start today, 29 January 2025, and it will run for 3 days until Friday 31st, 2025, and on day 4, that is Saturday 1st, there will be the barazas or community meeting at the village to try to look at rectification of issues that have been picked from the first round. Then this exercise has also given chance to members, including the students who were not around in the first round, to get enrolled into the members register.
Joel Obonyo, coordinator NRM voter registration updates for Greater Nebi, said in various villages, both in Nebi district and municipality, including Zombo and Pakwat, the NRM registration exercise on day 1 saw impressive community participation and awareness. In Nebi district and municipality, including Zombo and Pakwat, the NRM registration exercise on day 1 saw impressive community participation and awareness.
Sensitization is still going on and the adverts are running. As the days progress and the message gets kicked in, as in once it comes into consciousness of most of the voting public, they will eventually come through to come and check their names. And on top of that, if you check in the urban areas, there's a lot of activities, so it's sort of as people finish up their activities, then they eventually go and check the particulars of their names. But in the rural areas, they're very interested in checking their names, and I'm sure they've started.
However, Honorable Ngiriker Geoffrey, Mayor and municipality, attributes the success of the exercise to door-to-door mobilization, community meetings, and media engagements, which effectively communicated the importance of updating party membership details.
Because most of our youth and most of our people are yet focusing on the general elections registration. And because in that registration, that is where they're going to get their NINI number. And that is why we are seeing them coming overwhelmingly. But now I think by within some few days, After they have concluded this, they can now come back, particularly for NRM supporters. They have to come and then register. Now I'm encouraging them all that after registering from the government, cross to your village, cross to your ward, and check your names, whether your names are there, so that the young ones who are coming, you also register as a party member. That is my appeal to you. Thank you.
Meanwhile, in some stations, there were some challenges, including limited engagement from village registrars and discrepancies in the registers. The NRM leadership has commended the efforts of the ONC coordinators, staff, and volunteers in ensuring successful registration exercise. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Welcome back from that story, and still in Alui land, moving to Pakwach district. Alui sub-county, known for its riches in Pakwach district, is experiencing a surge in land disputes, causing tension and conflict among community members. The sub-county, known for its fertility and natural rich resources, has become a hotbed of land-related conflicts. Take a look.
Alui sub-county in Pakwach district is experiencing a surge in land disputes, causing tension and conflict among community members. The sub-county, known for its fertile land and rich natural resources, has become a hotbed of land-related conflicts. This was revealed on 28 January 2025 during the burial of a prominent businessman, Tony Ometo, in Alui sub-county, Pakwach district. According to Twali Bashile, Deputy RDC Pakwach District, the disputes are largely driven by the increasing demand for land, fueled by population growth, urbanization, and commercial agriculture.
Alui has land challenges, more than that. So please, issues of land, let us go home. First of all, right now, if you go to the office of RDC, a bulk of problems emanating from land. When you go to court, today was Tuesday, criminal. But when you come to Monday, our elders, our grandfathers, whom you think will now be resting at home, his peace is being disturbed. And is even carried in a motorcycle, taken to court. The only problem is land. Why can't we speak to our spirits and we speak the truth? So that the land issue becomes within ourselves. You see that? It has caused a lot of things. People are fighting. People are doing everything. So, my people of Alui, please, I know people used not to think about land, but day and night we're sleeping so productively. The population is growing. As the population grows, the land size remains what? Stagnant. And we begin now scrambling over this. If my dad had 2 acres and has 3 wives, these 2 acres will be sectioned into 3 wives. And then among the 3 wives, they produce 6 children. The children will now begin segmenting. That is where the challenge is. We're not saying that we should not marry, but we marry and speak the truth amongst your family. That if this is your side, take it. This is my side, take it. Let it remain there. Otherwise, I do not have much to say.
Honorable Avurjan Pacheto, Pakwach District Woman Member of Parliament, equally said many community members are selling their land to investors, leading to disputes over ownership, boundaries, and compensation. Honorable Avur urged the community members to get lasting solutions to the challenge.
Wono peram ka pedo yerungo in ke pid moko apar ka koto ko kore pasperi wadong mano ko chakrol wetingwa ikendo lumde pe ka wapid unu yenungo edo ko tekba wandung yuri lokacha edo ko tek mananda lemitedo. There
has been a significant increase in land disputes in recent years in Alui sub-county Pakwach district. and the disputes have led to violence, intimidation, and displacement of community members. Women and children are particularly vulnerable as they often lack the resources and powers to defend their land rights. Reports from Pakwach Police indicate that over 15 land cases are reported daily. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stancha, West Nile TV, Nile Cast. Alwe sub-county in Pakwach district is experiencing a surge in land disputes causing tension and conflict among community members. The sub-county, known for its fertile land and rich natural resources, has become a hotbed of land-related conflicts. This was revealed on 28 January 2025 during the burial of a prominent businessman, Tony Ometo, in Alwe sub-county, Pakwach district. According to Twali Bashile, Deputy RDC Pakwach District, the disputes are largely driven by the increasing demand for land, fueled by population growth, urbanization, and commercial agriculture.
Alui has land challenges, more than that. So please, issues of land, let us go home. First of all, right now, if you go to the office of RDC, a bulk of problems emanating from land. When you go to court, today was Tuesday, criminal. But when you come to Monday, our elders, our grandfathers, whom you think will now be resting at home, his peace is being disturbed and is even carried in a motorcycle taken to court. The only problem is land. Why can't we speak to our spirits and we speak the truth? So that the land issue becomes within ourselves. You see that? It has caused a lot of things. People are fighting. People are doing everything. So, my people of Alui, please, I know.
Welcome back from that story, and we really apologize for the inconvenience caused. It was a technical error with our production. Sorry so much. And moving straight with our stories, that is Moyo district. Leaders in the district have been urged to plan progressively and make good use of the available resources and work in harmony so as to develop the district. This urge was made by Sekamua Julian, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner, Moyo District, during the presentation of the draft district development plan for at Moyo People's Hall on the 29th of January 2025. Okumo Anthony Dominic has more of the story.
The draft district development plan 4 attracted several stakeholders within the district to discuss, build consensus, and jointly agree on the proposed interventions and actions in the first draft of the district development plan 4 so as to drive the district forward. Sekamwa Julian, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner Moyo, during the engagement meeting urged the district stakeholders to plan progressively, make good use of the available resources, and work in harmony so as to develop the district and the nation.
Members, let us think progressively, let us plan progressively, let us think ahead. Like you heard, we are planning for 5 years plus. It also helps us reduce wastage of resources. We've been hearing the cry, we don't have money, we don't have money. Then you get the money and then you plan for it in a very bad manner. That means you're going to waste the money that you have got, which you didn't even have. So as we continue planning for the development of our districts, let us work together and let us share the information that is available. Let us share the information that is available. And then we shall see Moyo growing, all of us prospering, and Uganda booming.
Onger Tojeska, the Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, outlined the purpose of the engagement and urged the stakeholders to dream and plan big if they want the district to develop.
We have been invited to validate the priorities we put the other time, but also if there are new ones that we feel really must not miss, I think this should be the time for us to say them out. For me, I always say it is better say it and then somebody sorts it whether it is the right one than missing to say it. I also want to request us to be, you see, when you're dreaming, you dream about something. Let's think big. It is a development plan. The moment we can think bigger than what we have now, I'm sure we can make Moyo a better place.
Dulu Simon, the chairman Local Council 3 Oche Sub-County, expressed fear over human resource gaps, especially in the agriculture and production sector, yet it's the sector which has taken up the largest share of the district development plan.
It is focused in increasing household income and increasing production and productivity. Yet for us, let's say new entities, we have gaps in human resource. As far as production department is concerned, as we talk now, we don't even have single agriculture extension worker who also sits in our sub-county, and developing this plan requires also a lot of their input. Now, since the personnel is also here, I want people to assure us how we can bridge that gap.
Ireku George Mbaya, the acting district planner, however, allays the fears in regards to the human resource gap within the district, saying they are hopeful that by the time the district development plan 4 takes shape, issues of human resource gaps will be rectified.
One of the objectives of this program is improving production and productivity. In agriculture, you can never achieve increased production and productivity without technical staff. So under the intervention, the aspect of recruiting more staff is one of the things that is going to be looked at. But the only challenge at the moment is the issue of what? Limitation or restriction, that you recruit within the existing wage ceiling. That is the only thing. But we highly believe that within the 5-year period of implementation, the government would have what? Lifted the ban on recruitment. And therefore, all those gaps that are existing, we should be able to recruit.
According to Section 35 of the Development Act, Caption 243 requires district councils to prepare comprehensive and integrated plans incorporating plans of the lower local governments. It's from this background that Moyo District is seeking to plan for the district for the next 5 financial years, starting with the current financial year 2025/6 to 2029/30. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Welcome back from that story, and moving to Kampala, that is the capital city of Uganda, and we are very saddened. Actually, the Ministry of Health has announced the outbreak of Sudan Ebola virus disease, where one person has died from Ebola virus in Kampala. The outbreak of the Sudan Ebola virus disease in Kampala was confirmed after laboratory tests from 3 different national reference laboratories returned positive results. Take a look.
The Ministry of Health has announced the outbreak of Sudan Ebola virus disease, where one person has died from Ebola virus in Kampala. The outbreak of the Sudan Ebola virus disease in Kampala was confirmed after laboratory tests from 3 national reference laboratories returned positive results. Addressing the media earlier today, Permanent Secretary Dr. Diana Twine provided details about the case and outlined measures to contain the outbreak. The confirmed case is a 32-year-old male nurse at Mulago National Referral Hospital who initially developed fever-like symptoms. Seeking treatment, he visited multiple health facilities including Mulago National Referral Hospital in Kampala, Sadina Abubakar Islamic Hospital in Matuga, Wakiso District and Mbale Regional Referral Hospital in Mbale City. He also consulted a traditional healer. His symptoms included a high fever, chest pain and difficulty breathing, which worsened over 5 days and led to unexplained bleeding from multiple body sites. Despite receiving medical attention, he suffered multi-organ failure and died on January 29th, January 2025 at Mulago National Referral Hospital. Postmortem samples confirmed that he had Sudan Ebola virus disease. At this time, no additional health workers or patients from the ward have exhibited Ebola Ebola symptoms. However, precautionary measures have been put in place to prevent further spread. Dr. Twine announced that the Ministry of Health has activated a comprehensive response, including an incident management team and rapid response teams deployed to Mbale City and Sadiana Abubakar Islamic Hospital in Matuga. So far, 44 contacts of the deceased have been identified, including 30 health workers and patients from Mulago, 11 family members, and 4 health workers from Sadiana Abubakar Islamic Hospital. To prevent further infections, the deceased will receive a safe and dignified burial under strict health protocols. A vaccination campaign for all identified contacts is set to begin immediately. The Ministry of Health has urged the public to remain calm and adhere to preventive measures, including maintaining personal hygiene, avoiding direct contact with suspected Ebola patients or their belongings, and seeking immediate medical attention for any flu-like symptoms. Sudan Ebola virus disease is a severe and often fatal illness caused by the Sudan virus, one of the 6 species of Ebola virus. Masidraru, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
And with that story, we have come to the end of our Nilecast news bulletin, which we have ended it with the sad news of the cholera outbreak. We need to take caution and be very, very vigilant of the Ebola outbreak. Though it is still in Kampala, we shouldn't be relaxed that it can't reach other parts of the country. This country is very small, and with the movement of the public, as children are going back to school, let's take really very good care of us, and we have to wash our hands on time and take good precaution measures so that we can be alive and be safe from the Ebola outbreak that has just come out, where one person has already died. And to the health workers, let's be cautious also and help those who haven't received the message, and we also be good stewards to our brothers and our sisters outside there. And thank you so much for watching West Nile Television, in particular the Nilecast News Bulletin. My name is Masidraru, who has been the anchor for this evening. Thanks so much for choosing West Nile TV for all your programs that runs from Monday to Monday. And up next is the Kelele Show with Madame Scovia, and you can continue watching West Nile TV and get us live on all our social handles, and you can get us at West Nile TV, www.westniletv.co.ug. Have a good night.